Have you ever contemplated the events that transpired after the seventh day of creation? In the biblical narrative, God, having completed the formation of the earth, the heavens, the seas, and all living beings, including man and woman, surveyed his handiwork and declared it good. Yet on the seventh day God rested, and thus the world fell silent. Rest is often interpreted as the closure of a cycle, the culmination of a monumental endeavor. But what then? What occurred on the eighth day of creation? This mystery, often overlooked, harbors a profound secret that transcends the lessons imparted. While the Bible doesn't explicitly detail the events of the eighth day, a symbolic interpretation of the narrative reveals that it is far from a mere intermission. Instead, it serves as a key to understanding the unfolding of creation beyond the initial act, and perhaps even to what continues to be created to this very day. God, in resting, was not simply pausing his creation. He was preparing a new cycle. The story did not end on the seventh day. It merely changed form. This eighth day is the day of transformation, evolution, the expansion of what he initiated. The eighth day is, in a sense, the beginning of continuous movement, of endless action, of eternal renewal. A day in which creation did not confine itself to an isolated moment, but extended throughout the history of humankind. After the seventh day, the narrative of creation transcended into a novel phase, and it is precisely there that the enigma of the eighth day unfolds. To elucidate this, we must initially contemplate the profound significance of the number 8. In numerous cultures and spiritual traditions, the eighth day embodies the archetype of a new beginning. This is not a mere coincidence. The numeral 8 is venerated as the number of resurrection, of renewal, of the ceaseless cycle. For if we perceive the number 8 laterally, it metamorphoses into the emblem of infinity. Therefore, the eighth day is not merely a hiatus between creation and rest, but a symbol of something more profound, something that permeates the entirety of creation. In resting, God did not cease his work. Rather, he instituted a foundation upon which we, as humans, may continue the work. Creation was not completed in a singular instance. It is a perpetual process of metamorphosis, and we are integral to this ongoing transformation. The eighth day, therefore, can be perceived as the commencement of humanity's journey to co-create with God. The creation of man and woman served as the genesis, but the true purpose of our existence begins to unfold when we recognize that we are here not merely to relish the world, but to metamorphose it, to propel creation forward. If you're wondering, but how can I join this journey? The answer lies within you. By subscribing to the channel and enabling notifications, you'll be closer to grasping how to apply these powerful concepts to your daily life, as well as taking the first step towards your own transformation and the transformation of the world around you. And please don't just be a passive observer. Comment below with your understanding of the eighth day. Have you felt that creation is in a constant state of evolution in your life? Share your thoughts, contribute your perspective, and join our community. Together, let's unravel this mystery. Upon contemplating the eighth day with a fresh perspective, we discern that it embodies the continuity of creation and the indispensable role humanity plays within this process. God not only brought us into being, but endowed us with the capacity to perpetuate his work. This implies that creation is not static, but an ever-evolving and dynamic movement. Thus, the eighth day symbolizes an infinite journey, a journey in which humankind holds a pivotal position. God, in his repose, entrusted us with the responsibility of continuing the work he initiated. But be not deceived, this is no simple endeavor. Creation, like all our endeavors, demands exertion, dedication, and above all, the fortitude to persevere even when the path ahead seems devoid of resolution. The eighth day challenges us to contemplate creation anew, to discern that God's work within us is ever flowing and that we must never cease creating and transforming. This perspective on the eighth day also imparts a valuable lesson: the importance of understanding that the process of transformation is never-ending. Instead, there exists an eternal cycle of renewal, where each day we are called upon to create something new, whether in our personal lives or in the world around us. One of the most profound lessons of the eighth day is that creation is not a singular event, but a continuous process that demands our active participation. The choice to continue creating, to progress, to transform, is a decision we make every day. When we view the eighth day in this light, we realize that it is not merely an abstract concept, but a tangible reality. Every action we take, every decision we make, is a thread in the tapestry of creation. The choices we make today possess the capacity to reverberate through generations to come. The eighth day serves as a poignant reminder that what we do here and now transcends the immediate present, extending into the future, into eternity. By internalizing this truth, we can begin to sculpt our lives with a novel perspective, one imbued with a sense of continuity and metamorphosis. The eighth day carries with it a powerful message of hope. In a world that often seems to be in crisis, in decline, the eighth day reminds us that there is always room for a fresh start. No matter how challenging the circumstances may be, there is always the possibility of renewal, of transformation. And this renewal does not come solely from the external world, but from within each of us. The eighth day invites us to see the potential within ourselves, to believe in the transformative power that God has instilled in our hearts. Now that you grasp the true meaning of the eighth day, I ask, how will you live your life? Will you continue God's work, transforming your reality and that of the world around you? The eighth day is not merely a day of rest, it is an invitation to embark anew, to renew yourself, to create with purpose and passion. In the end, the journey continues, and God calls us to be co-creators. If you were inspired by everything we shared today, subscribe to the channel and join us on this transformative journey. Share your own stories of new beginnings and change with our community. What steps will you take from now on to create a new reality? Comment below, share your ideas, and subscribe for more videos that will revolutionize your perspective on the world and creation itself.